So what do you make of some of the claims by, and I can give the quotes, but Netanyahu, the ministers, Knesset, statements showing intent of ethnic cleansing?
It's stupid.
What do you make of it?
I think some of the statements that people make are irresponsible and dumb, and they shouldn't be. And maybe some of these even do borderline on some genocidal stuff. When you get over to the Smoltrich and the other, God, fuck, my brain is all in America now. I've been doing domestic politics. There's the other far right guy that people always bring up from the super small party, Smoltrich, and
I thought they all had the same name.
Bro. It's, oh my God. Oh wait, you can just cut this out because we're not streaming.
Yeah, exactly.
Smotrich and Ben-Gvir, these two fucking lunatics. Yeah. There are statements that Smotrich and Ben-Gvir make that are unhinged, and they should be held accountable for that. But the issue we have right now is like the whole world just like forgot what like wars were, I guess. And now every single war is like a genocide or an ethnic cleansing, or people are saying that like Ukraine attacking into Russia, these are like terrorist attacks, like terrorism. It's a country attacking another fucking country at war. What the fuck? What? Yeah. So like this idea that we're going to be hyper ultra critical of every single statement made by a leader at war with another place is like, it's just silly to me. Like you can't surrender it during a genocide, right? Like if the idea that they're trying to genocide these people while also like moving around like millions of them to not kill them, so it's just stupid. I think it's like a childish accusation. But
I don't know what the accusation is, but I'm just saying I think there's something to be taken from it. Like
some of the rhetoric is bad, yeah, and maybe they should be punished for it. But this idea, it's genocide, it's ethnic cleansing. No, probably, I don't think so. Not yet.
Right. Well, but it means something, right? Like if you have Netanyahu, the second in command, the third in command, ministers, Knesset, saying things about Amalek, we should take over North Gaza, quote, maybe we should drop an atomic bomb on Gaza, quote, there is no such thing as Palestinians because there's no Palestinian people, quote, Israel is for us and only us. Sorry for my long drawn out quote, but let me just say a couple more. So Yoav Gallant declared, quote, we are fighting human animals, we must act accordingly. I can go on and on and on.
You go on. I would say you also knowing the source for all those is important too. A lot of those came from that ICJ thing, and I went through every single one of those. Some of those are not like that. Yoav Gallant one. We're fighting human animals. Pretty sure that was in response to the ICJ. South Africa was trying to say in the ICJ, this is an example of genocidal intent. They don't even care about civilians. And what Yoav Gallant, I believe in that interview, if you go and you read the full thing, I think it's the Times of Israel interview, he's saying that if people are storing rockets in their basement, then I should be able to launch an attack against that goddamn house or whatever. I think he says something like that. But then he goes on to say, like 2 paragraphs later, obviously we're doing everything we can to follow the rules of war, but we're not going to, be defeated by an enemy that does blah, 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 right? So you can interpret it as like, well, this is over the line or it's not good, but he's clearly and obviously talking about Hamas when he's talking about this. He's not talking about just killing Palestinian civilians, at random or indiscriminately. So, yeah, I mean, not like they aren't great statements, but like, damn, am I really going to put under a microscope every single thing a country at war is saying right now? Probably not. But
so what it makes me think is that what do you think about the general sentiment of the IDF toward the Palestinians?
It's given everything that's happened, I think it's probably about as good as you could expect it to be. I think that people overhype the fuck out of it. I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as people are saying it is. I think there have been some clear operational mistakes for sure. The WCK, I think the charity trucks that got bombed, that was wild and horrible and stupid. The World Central Kitchen trucks. There have definitely been issues where I don't know if the military is moving too fast or what, where they've made huge errors. But the idea that like just now they've decided today we're going to bomb and kill like these 7 civilians because fuck them. Just today we're going to do this, like give me a break. I think it's silly.
I guess the point I want to extract from the quotes is that without making a broader claim about necessarily how their motivations or emotions are affecting their actions, but I do think it's important to note what these leaders are saying because, sorry to come back to empathy, but like if you look at if you view a people as being not people, you're going to treat them more likely like not people, like inhuman, and that's going to be reflected. And I think you'd agree that for there to be a solution, like Israelis need to respect Palestinians and vice versa.
That's true, but we need
the rhetoric gets in the way of that.
Yeah, I agree, but there needs to be empathy for both sides. Like,
Yeah.
you just mega terrorist attack these people. Of course, they're going to be fucking mad, right? I don't want somebody talking to me about how, well, he's an Amalek, so he's genocidal, then going on some like 15 paragraph diatribe about how, well, when the Houthi flag says death to Israel, death to America, and death to Jews, they don't actually mean like death to the Jews. They just mean like Jews as in like the European colonial invasion. Like, fuck you. No, fuck off. Bullshit, right? I agree that empathy.
So
I don't mean to you personally, but I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Wait, so you take the statements on the Palestinian side literally, but not on the Israeli side?
No, I take them in the context of like what they're saying and what I think they're saying and what I think they mean when they say the things that they mean. I think it's generally pretty obvious with like a good reading of everything that's going on. Yeah.
So what does that mean? It's like, so my question is, like, you just quoted the pro-Palestinian side,
the Houthi slogan or whatever.
So my question is, like, what level, like, how serious do you take those claims, and then compare that to how serious you take the quotes that I gave about the Israeli leaders? Like,
I don't live in quotes ever. And as soon as I started doing history, I hated that people that would give this one quote. Look at the context of everything that's happening, right? So, like, for instance, if you ask me about the Houthis, if the Houthis could, like, nuke Israel, like, would they do it? Maybe, but at the end of the day, the Houthis don't give a fuck about Israel. This is a family, a clan that's lived here for generations. They've been fighting here fucking forever. Like, the Houthis don't have some mission to blow up Israel, but they do want to stay on Iran's good side, and they do get support from Iran. And if that means, doing a little bit to help Iran's other friend out, Hamas, I think the Houthis will do it, right? I think that's how you interpret that. So, when I've argued with so many Israelis, it's like the whole world is trying to blow us up, and everybody's there's the 7 fronts. So many of them, I can't remember them all. They always talk about the 7 fronts, the 7 fronts. It's like, okay, then solve your fucking Palestinian problem, because this is your biggest issue, and it's why everybody's fucking mad at you, But the idea that there's like 7 countries or 7 huge fronts that are dedicated to the destruction of Israel, no matter what, like, probably not. Like, if you figure this problem out, a lot of this shit will change. The stuff with the Palestinians, like, you need to get some like actual deal or something on the ground with this. Yeah. I treat all the sides fairly, because I am the most fair person. So.
Right.